Peace, family. Can you imagine being in a home where the mother and father is constantly at odds, just bickering, back and forth, nonstop? Whatever children is in that home is going to suffer. No matter what the situation is, one going to always find a problem with the other. It's going to get to a point that the child itself is going to say, hey, one of y'all got to go. This can't continue like this. But if the mother and father refuse to leave, it becomes incumbent to the child that once they reach a maturation point, that they have to leave. They cannot stay in this dysfunctional environment and be functional citizens. I say all that to say this. Black people, we are living in a country where you have the Democrat and Republican Party constantly at odds. No matter what the Republicans come up with, the Democrats have a problem with it. No matter what legislation the Democrats pass, soon as the Republicans get political position, they're going to undo it. They agree on nothing. If tomorrow was Thursday and they had to pass a vote on it, and the day was Wednesday, they still wouldn't come to an agreement. And the people are suffering. Just recently, a weather balloon came floating across the United States from China. They don't know what it was carrying. Surveillance, whatever, I don't know. Joe Biden ordered them to shoot it down. They shot it down. Now they talking about something. What if the China has sent 10 balloons over here armed with nuclear weapons? It would have took them 2-3 days to decide to shoot them down and then blew up the country. Well, let's go with that scenario. Let's say China did send 10 weather balloons attached with nuclear bombs, and they ignited over the United States. This country would immediately go into a self-preservation mode. They're going to try to restore any resemblance of the governing body, so that when this incident passed, they could have a government to rule over the people. But I say, just like I said in the home scenario, with the bickering parents back and forth, it becomes incumbent unto the children, the people of this United States. When you see the authority in this country constantly at odds, and neither one of them decide to yield, it becomes incumbent unto the people to come up with a third alternative. And that's to separate and build your own governing body. Why risk having a foreign country come over here and ignite nuclear bombs? And then these people come and reassemble the only form of government that we have that has not served black people's best interests since its inception. It is incumbent unto the people, especially black people, to reach some maturation point to say, we no longer need your help. We're grown now. We can do things on our own. This governing body cannot be the only vision that we look to have authority over us. We need a singular, independent governing body to rule over us. A body that we construct and we design ourselves. You see right now, they are banning Black history in Florida. And as soon more of these radical right-wing conservatives gain power and authority, they'll be doing that all over the country. If we don't gain possession or control over the institutions, businesses, and industries that determine our way of life, we're going to be left at the mercy of these fools. And don't look to the Democrats for help. They are just as helpless as babies. They can't do anything. It is incumbent upon us to do it. I can't stress this any more than I already have. Not only only our lives are at stake, but the lives of our children. Can you imagine our children being born and having these same fools ruling over them? We'll never realize the potential that we were born with until we separate from these fools and start to govern ourselves. Stop taking your hunger to their businesses and industries to feed. Stop taking your thirst to their businesses and industries to quench. We can separate them by building our own institutions, our own businesses, our own independent stream of business, our own private banks to finance our own ambition. We could take the $1.6 trillion that we spend in this U.S. economy and create a direct buy from black markets to black people. And we can reduce that at least by half, because we don't have to be, we're not going to encumber ourselves with this insatiable need for profit at the sacrifice of people. They will destroy flesh and blood to make sure brick and steel is profitable. This cannot be the only governing body that we have to rely on. And if you think another alternative is impossible, I say think again. Do you honestly say, or can you honestly say, that these guys, after 247 years, is finally going to get it and do right, especially by black people? And if they do, how long will it last? The only way we're going to have an everlasting peace, an everlasting comfort, is if we do it ourselves. And that right there, there is no alternative to that. There is no reason on earth black people should be having to rely and depend on people outside of us to supply our essential needs. That is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm here to dedicate the rest of my life to make sure that never happens. I'm seeing my next message. Ashe.